The beautiful, dramatic setting here in Salt Lake City, Utah becomes apparent when you get a look at the aerial shot of the surroundings. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And before... Thanks, DA. Well, adjusting to the NBA game for this latest class of rookies, Doris. Always growing pains, a feeling out process. It's always interesting to watch that being put together.
There are, Kev. There always seem to be a couple of welcome to the NBA moments as a rookie. Certainly you might take your lumps here and there, but this is a talented young group. Can't wait to see what they do.
I can't either. So the Nets starting five. We've got Wilson Chandler. Joe Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Zach Randolph is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Gobert with the block. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Conley with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Durant. Here's Jordan. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Now here's Gobert. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Mitchell. The 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Conley against Irving. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. The wide open look here for Ingles. That one doesn't drop. And Brooklyn will come the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. 2 teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
Here's Conley. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Gobert finds Conley. And stolen by Irving. Rebounded by the Jazz. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And another shot, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Nets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Chandler with the block. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against Phoenix.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
And their offense offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead. And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation, and his growth in that regard, especially operating in the pick and roll, such a big lift to their offense.
Well, Doris, you look at Joe Ingles, he's quietly become one of the better small forwards in the NBA.
And he is the prototypical don't judge a book by its cover, because they call him slow-mo Joe or average Joe. But dig a little bit deeper. This guy is a quality playmaker and a knockdown shooter.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. Bogdanovich comes in for Zach Randolph. Moutier is checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Dante Exum in for Mike Conley. Utah leading by 6. Pass to Davis. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. Kicks to Exum. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And let's take a look now at LeVert's numbers. How he did last season. Put up about 13 points per, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Here's Green. Over Prince. Offensive rebound. Davis. Green breaking loose. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
To the inside. Here's Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Boy, phenomenal decision-making from the young guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. Nicely done, putting it on time and on target.
Exum kicks to Moutier. Dinwiddie with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. That's good, and it's LeVert with the assist. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now, here's Exum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That's his first foul. Green inside, guarded by Prince. Green kicks to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. The rebound by the Nets. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Karis LeVert is hitting wide open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
Now, here's Exum. He dishes it to Green. And it's sent back by Allen. Here's Karuch. And that one is hammered home.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now Bogdanovich for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. Tie game in Utah. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder is quickly...
We're very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
We've got Davis. Bogdanovich out there with Green. Then it's Exum, and it's Moutier in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz, DA. Thank you.
Boy, Spencer Dinwiddie, it's a rare opportunity in the mid-range, but he's got the kind of touch necessary to make it.
One of the most voracious rebounders per minute in the NBA. Ed Davis out of North Carolina. Terrific player.
Well, he is, Kevin. He put in a ton of time in the weight room. His Portland teammates actually used to tease him and call him Shirt Off Ed. He has bulked up and likes to throw his weight around inside now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Randolph comes in for Jeff Green. Mitchell, he's checked in for Moutier. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante Exum.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Here's Durant. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now here's Gobert. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Irving surveying the floor. Back to Harris. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
When you drive to the cup, you do it with a purpose, and Joe Harris mixing up his attack right there.
Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. And that one drops. Mitchell's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
Boy, nothing you can do about that. Mitchell is just simply that good, converting over aggressive defense.
Jordan finds Irving. And the 3 off target. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside Conley. His first shot coming late. Gobert can't hit. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Conley. 6 points for him. Second shot opportunity. Gobert can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
KD dishes to Harris. It's to...
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Utah has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Chandler.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovic, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate. He's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
The Jazz making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Irving for 3. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mitchell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
The three from KD. The three-pointer is right on target. KD's got 7 points for the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Conley finds Mitchell. With the floater, and it's blocked by Jordan. Durant with it, now defended by Gobert. Gobert pulls it in.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Here's Bogdanovich, and the layup's good off the glass. Bogdanovich has got 5.
Well, at 6'8". Bojan Bogdanovic is very comfortable in close.
The Nets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Lobs it up for Jordan, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Utah trailing here. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Some solid defense there from Irving. Bogdanovich against Durant. The kick out to Irving. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bogdanovich passes to Ingles. And here is Conley. Mitchell outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Well, you know Joe Harris comes from one of the great defensive coaches in college basketball. He will play hard on that end.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never got too far behind as their largest deficit in the period was 8. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
And that wraps up the halftime show.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Durant is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving at point guard.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Durant dishes to Jordan. And here is Durant. Here is kicks to KD. Clock at 6. From deep. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Mitchell with it. Now Chandler defending. Here's Randolph. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, when you consider Zach Randolph's career, he has played on so many different types of teams. But this guy, most associated with the grit and grind. Over the years, he has become a quality player, quality guy.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves, a part of what makes their culture special.
Nets leading by 7. And Durant, here we go. Goes back up. And a great move by Jordan. Jordan's got his 3rd basket of the night.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Conley finds Mitchell. A floater. A shot. No good. Good D by Jordan. KD passes to Irving. Action coming off the assist from KD. And now a 12-point Nets lead.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And the Jazz call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Green comes in for Zach Randolph. Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Exum in for Mike Conley. Green draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Utah now. Davis dishes to Exum. And they double up Davis. With some arc, it'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Exum.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Mike Conley's checked in for Exum.
What we know unequivocally is Spencer Dinwiddie is far more than a terrific basketball player. Let's remember he scored 1,400 on his SATs. His mom was a professor at USC, and there's something very special about being raised in an academic environment.
Now here's LeVert. This is the most they've led by, 13 points.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. Conley's got 9. And Doris, you talk about Dinwiddie's book smarts. His parents wanted him to attend Harvard.
Yeah, he chose instead, Kevin, to attend the University of Colorado, believing the Pac-12 would be a better stepping stone to the NBA. And think about it, even now, this guy's not shy about challenging authority. He will keep his coaches on their toes.
And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
Well, to me, it's the size, the strength, and the IQ of Spencer Dinwiddie that's so impressive. This guy is unique at the point guard position.
Now here's Moutier from the arc. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Bogdanovich.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. He gets that one. Prince has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Conley. He's got 9. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. No good on the 3. Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. From deep 3-point range. Prince's shot is good. Prince has got 7 points for the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Conley finds Davis. Moutier against LeVert. Here's Conley. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. And that's now 11 points for Conley.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
Jared Allen's checked in for the Nets. Durant comes in for Rodions Kurucs. And Greg, you talk to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
Hits it from three-point range.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Inside, here's Allen. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Allen's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
It's stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Nets. Allen leading the charge. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 14.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Utah's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And good that time.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Durant feeling it out a bit. With 4 seconds on the clock, 2 on the clock.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called +6s, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them. Oh my God.
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that? Kevin Durant on a prototypical KD roll. My man is going.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Banked in off the glass.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Here's Irving. And the shot goes in. Irving's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Dinwiddie against Conley. The pass to Gobert. 5 to shoot. The rebound by the Nets. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Good on the three-point shot.
Joe Harris has 0 doubt about his ability to knock down range shots. How pretty is that?
Conley finds Gobert. Now here's Mitchell, defended by Allen. And it's Mitchell missing.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Jazz trail by 17. Mitchell is double. A shot by Randolph. Nobody around. Gobert shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifle tower, Rudy Gobert, assertive, my goodness.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Dinwiddie. Here's Durant. The kick out to Irving. Harris against Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Chandler. Buries the easy one. And the Nets lead by 17.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Conley, the pass to Randall. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Durant attacking, and it's in there. KD's got 9 points here in the second half.
Kevin, how about the ability of Durant to make those long strides to the rim and absorb the contact?
From 18 feet away, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Nets leading by 19 points. Irving dishes to Harris. Over Conley, and Harris gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And stolen by Harris. It's Durant with the drive. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Passes it to Randall. Back to Conley. You and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Outside, Randolph. Conley surveying the D. Over Irving. Conley's shot is off.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Irving attacking, and there it is for him.
Okay, how about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Kevin Durant.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
And Randolph now top of the key. Here's Williams-Goss. Utah the rebound. Second chance shot, and it's Randolph getting it to go.
We are talking about one of the toughest and grittiest players in league history. Go to work, Zebo.
Irving from long range. O'Neal with the rebound. To the paint, here's Williams-Goss. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Here's Temple. Here's Mwaba. Prince, right side. Pass to Irving. 6 to shoot. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Niang. Takes a 3, and the miss. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, That's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.